Hello, I'm Bill. It's the 23rd of April 2020. Can you see clearly now? It's 2020. 2020 vision. Can you see clearly now? You got this coronavirus and everyone's dying of this flu. I'm thinking, well, I'm a bit worried. I'm a bit worried anyway, because I'm getting kicked out of my flat. I'm going to lose my home soon. Council wants to kick me out of my home, and I'm a bit pissed off with that. But anyway, 2020 vision now, isn't it? I'm 54. I was 54 on the 19th of April. Can I get a little picture of it? Because I ain't got much to do. I've got to go to bed, actually. Where's the camera on this fucking thing? Where's the fucking camera on it? So I'm trying to find the fucking camera. It must be about... Why the fuck is the camera over there? There. That's the camera there. So I've got to look like that, go that way to see it in the camera. Why the fuck do you put the camera in the corner of a telephone? Well, let's get down to basics, right, where we are. I'm using a Samsung computer phone thingy to do this. But you put the camera in the corner of the screen. Well, I'm not looking in the corner of the screen. When I'm making a film, I try to look into the centre of the screen. So surely, if you're going to have a mobile telephone with a video camera on it, you should put the camera in the centre of the screen. I've noticed with these mobile telephone films and stuff, you put the camera in the corner of the screen over there, you see. That's where you put the camera, over there in the corner. But if you put the camera in the centre of the screen, which is about there actually, just about there, then I could look at the camera while I'm filming a film. Otherwise it looks like I'm looking at that direction or something. Because the idea is sort of like, when you're making a film, you're supposed to look at the camera. And okay, the camera's there, yeah? The camera's there, yeah? I can see the camera right there. Hello, how are you? But I can't see myself very clearly. When I'm looking at you, the camera there, I can't see myself very clearly. Because normally I'm talking to the centre of the screen. Because when you actually, you tend to sort of like, if you're in the spotlight or whatever, usually in the centre of the screen. But this is in the corner of the screen. Now Samsung, why don't you put the camera in the centre of the screen, just above you, just there, where your forehead is. If you put the camera there, which is like the middle of the telephone sort of thing, about there, sort of thing, then I could talk to you and it would look like I'm looking in some strange direction or whatever. Strange, isn't it? Who am I looking at? Because I tend to look at the camera, which is over there, you see, that's the camera there. Now if I'm looking there, which is in the direction of the camera, that's the direction of the camera's about there, in the corner of the screen. But wouldn't it make more sense to have the camera in the centre of the screen, so that I could look at you, or whatever? I don't know, I'm a bit confused. I've got to go to bed anyway. Anyway, I'm 54 now, so this is my recording, so kind of like happy birthday to myself. Well, that was 19th of April, it's the 23rd of April. I was born on the 19th of April, so I'm 54 now, confirmed 54. 54. Not bad. Let's have a look. You ever heard the phrase, never look a gift horse in the mouth? That's what the dentist did to my teeth.  'Cause, yeah, I know it's ugly, isn't it? 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 It's all fucked up, isn't it? That's my mouth. That's what it's like inside. Do you want to see what's like inside my mouth? I'm 54 now. Let me show you the inside of my mouth. Right, you ready? Hey, that's inside. That's the inside of my mouth. Right? I'm 50 fucking 4. That's the inside of my mouth. Not very comfortable, I must admit. Better than having no teeth at all, though. No, it's not very comfortable, but it's better than having no teeth at all. I'll tell you one thing. Now we're all in lockdown. Everybody's in lockdown, aren't they? The whole world's in lockdown. The entire fucking world's locked down. So all of a sudden, these Middle East fights have ended. You know the Middle East wars that you've been having for the last 20 or 30 years, where people get their arms and legs blown off, don't they? You go to the Middle East and you get your arms and your legs blown off in the army, like. You lose your arms, you lose your legs and stuff. That's all stopped now, hasn't it? All of a sudden you've got peace across the entire world. There's no wars going on. Have you noticed this? With this lockdown, this coronavirus, it's ended every war. Isn't it true? No terrorists bombing. No terrorists bombing you. No war in the Middle East. Yeah? It's all peace, yeah? Everyone's dying of coronavirus, yeah? But the world's in peace for once. First time ever in the history of the human race. The whole world is at peace. About this coronavirus, yeah? About this coronavirus. For the first time in the history of the human race, the whole world is at peace. All the wars have stopped. There's no war, except against this virus, is there? All the wars have just stopped, yes? No wars in the Middle East, no wars here, no wars there. Everyone's dying, well, there's a lot of people dying from this coronavirus and all that. But you've got peace. Nobody's fighting anyone. Have you noticed that? With this virus, nobody's fighting anybody. Everyone is at peace. Agreed? Yeah. Where's the war? There is no, the only war is against the virus, yeah. But look at it. The whole world has stopped fighting each other. Interesting. Isn't it? Isn't it interesting that all of a sudden, since you've had this coronavirus, all of a sudden the whole world has stopped fighting each other. It's really for that. No, not quite. So you've ended the war. What were you fighting for in the Middle East? What is it you were actually fighting for in the Middle East? What are you fighting for in any of your wars? Huh? Look at it now. Everybody's in lockdown. Everybody's locked down. The whole fucking world's locked down, man. The whole world's in fucking lockdown. Nobody can go anywhere. Hell, man. I could not have thought of a better fucking joke myself. I could not have thought of a funnier joke myself. The whole world is locked up. Except for, you know, you go out for your exercise or whatever, fridge, whatever, isn't it? Things. But think about it like this. All of a sudden, all the wars have ended. You know, you're fighting in the Middle East. Bang, bang, get your leg blown off, get your arms blown off. You know, a year ago, the National Health Service, people were waiting in corridors and all that. You know. And now all the wars that you've been fighting in the Middle East and all that sort of shit, it's just sort of stopped. Everything's just sort of stopped. The whole world is frozen. The whole world, isn't it? The whole world is now sort of paralysed. Because businesses can't make any money. How many businesses are going to go bust over this coronavirus? McDonald's survive, I hope not. They taste like shit, I hate McDonald's. They taste like plastic, man. Your food tastes like plastic. But I'm just saying, the whole world now, because this coronavirus is locked down, and the whole world is kind of like, sort of paralysed. It's like Twilight Zone. It's exactly like the fucking Twilight Zone, isn't it? This coronavirus, it's exactly like an episode of the Twilight Zone. Don't you feel like you're living in an episode of the Twilight Zone? So I can't see what I'm doing. But don't you actually feel like you're living in an episode of the Twilight Zone? That's what this coronavirus is, isn't it? You know, this coronavirus is killing loads of people and stuff with this flu. It's a bit like the Twilight Zone. All of a sudden, businesses freeze, can't move, can't sell anything, can't buy anything. Everybody's frozen. And like we're living in a block of ice or something. It's exactly like the fucking Twilight Zone, isn't it? Yeah. This coronavirus, it's exactly like living in the bloody Twilight Zone. Frozen in a block of ice. I can't move. I can't. You know what I mean?